am selfish, I am flawed, but I can love. And so I wear this smile fit for the place above. You know me, the truth gets heavier every night. I promise I'll be the one if you help me win this fight. Will you stay there with me? Will you stay with me in the dark? Will you stay with me in the dark, the dark, the dark, the dark? I don't care if you drag my name all through the mud. If you only knew how much I wanted to feel love. Will you stay there with me? Will you stay with me in the dark? Will you stay there with me? Will you stay with me in the dark? Will you stay there with me? Will you stay with me in the dark? Will you stay with me in the dark, the dark, the dark, the dark? With lips like heavenly wine, you make my morning shine. With lips like heavenly wine, you make my morning shine. With lips like heavenly wine, you make my morning shine. With lips like heavenly wine, you make my morning shine. Will you stay there with me? Will you stay with me in the dark? Will you stay there with me? Will you stay with me in the dark? Will you stay there with me? Will you stay with me in the dark? Will you stay with me in the dark, the dark, the dark, the dark? With lips like heavenly wine, you make my morning shine. With lips like heavenly wine, you make my
Hey friends, so we got the bagels doing their final rise, and then we will bake them, boil them, and then bake them. See how they're gonna come out. Hopefully they're good. Lily was wanting bagels last night and we didn't have any, so I figured I would try to make some this morning. I've made bagels before and they was good, but it's been a while. And I tried to find Tamara's recipe because it's usually what I use. I could not find it. I just ended up Googling simple bagel recipe. First one that came up that was like 4.5 or 5 stars. Had 80 ingredients. I don't know. I clicked it. We're going to use it and call it good enough. Hopefully they're good. I really need to find out what Tamara's go-to recipe is and bookmark it on my phone. I'm going to ask her that if I can remember here in a little bit. But anyways, we got the bagels doing the final rise. We're going to walk out to the garden. It says to let them rest 10 minutes, but we're going to let them rest about 15, I guess. Mine look a little small, which is fine if they end up being like mini bagels or whatever. But I followed the recipe to make 9 bagels. So, oh well. I thought about also doing barbecue bacon bagel burgers for dinner. Say that 4 times fast. It sounds good to me. We'll see how the bagels turn out anyways. But we're going to walk up to the garden. I'm going to give you a little update, like a little overview, and share that with you. It's not actually a garden just yet, but we're working on it. We're getting there. It's a process. We got rain moving in this evening, and then it's supposed to rain for days straight. Hopefully we get a break and we get to work on the garden some more. Because I told John yesterday, which he ended up working some more on it then anyways. But I told him that no matter what, I was going to get the garden in the ground, at least started next week, because it's almost June. I feel like we're so behind. We're gonna make it work. I always just stress at the beginning. It's fine. But anyways, we're gonna get out there, just kind of show you what we're working with at the moment, and then come back in and finish up these bagels. I was really wanting to do smash burgers on the Blackstone for dinner, but there's a huge chance that it'll be raining. It's fine, we can cook them in the house. If the bagels turn out, we're definitely going to do that. It wasn't even on the meal plan, but I just thought it sounded really good. My friend Stevie, she used to have a YouTube channel, she doesn't anymore. I don't know why I always include names. Most of the people, y'all probably don't even know, but it is what it is. My friend Stevie had posted that she made barbecue smash burgers. She put hers on toast though, and it looked really good. So this idea is kind of coming from her. Anyways, let's go out and check on the garden. Hello, darling. Alright, so this is what we're currently working with at the moment. So I think it actually looks good. It is a little humpy. I don't think it's picking it up in the camera, but it like it's really flat here and then it humps right here and goes up. I would have been fine with it and just you know, playing it on it and whatever, but John is very particular about stuff. There's also some like leftovers here that he's wanting to fill in the humps with. I would have left it. I mean, I would have raked it down and leveled out these, but that I wouldn't have been worried about. But it's looking really good and I'm excited about it. And then our strawberries, I transplanted them. They had been in the ground up here somewhere. So we put them in here, and obviously they're in shock, but it's fine. I figured they probably would die out this year, probably wouldn't even, you know, produce anymore this year. If they do, it'll probably be later on in the year. These are ever bearing, so they'll they are supposed to bear fruit from the time they start in the spring until they frost out in the fall. I'm gonna do some onions here if I can find some onion sets. They're hard to find, and John told me that I should have he didn't know what I wanted to do and said I should have got onion starts you know, quicker than now, but it's fine. If I find some, I find some. If not, no big deal. There's nothing that should be growing in here, so we're gonna just go ahead and quickly grab this out. I don't think I planted anything in here. Now watch, I'll forget I actually had planted something in here, but I don't think I did. I think that's just stuff coming up from moving it and whatnot. In this bed, I have a plan next year, Lord willing, John motivated. I have a different plan for my herbs and whatnot next year, I think, unless I change my mind. If all those things work out and I change my mind, it's not going to work. But however, this is herbs right here. I can't even remember what they are. I planted them and then laid out the packets and took a picture. Maybe that'll help me remember this stuff. But yeah, this is herbs, and then this is just 2 types of lettuce. I figured we should still have enough warm, cool days for me to be able to get some lettuce if it's gonna grow. It's not rained in a few days, and I was gonna water it yesterday. I watered it just a little bit, not enough as it needed. It's fine. And then down here is nothing yet. Not sure what we're gonna do there. And then these I just decided to line up down through here and use them as pretty flower beds. So that's what we did. We got some seeds, like the little spots you can see that's shaped. That is marigold seeds. That one had one coming up in it. But hopefully by the end of the season, I mean, even not too long from now, these will be full of color and just beauty and help add to the garden and encourage pollinators to come and whatnot. Here's our blueberries. John thought about taking them out, and then we decided they wasn't going to hurt nothing where they're at. So we left them, and this one is doing pretty good. And then that one is doing okay. These 2 back here don't even have no fruit on them, but we just left them. I fertilized them and you know, whatnot. We're going to get some raspberry bushes. Andy was talking about how we used to have a huge raspberry bush right here. Yeah, I hear that. And she thought we just tore it out, and me and John was talking, and ends up it died. That's why we tore it out. So we're going to get I told her that we would find 4 raspberry bushes, which 2 years ago, I think, we planted some more bushes back through here, some grapevines and some more raspberries. None of them came up. I don't know if it was me, because it could have very well been me, or if just something happened to them. However, we're going to get some raspberries and put, I told her we could do 2 here and 2 here, because John uses this as like a driving path to go back and get stuff out of the woods and to mow the woods and whatnot. So I didn't really want to block that up. So we're going to leave that open, but we'll put some raspberries there, and then everything else is going here. And we're very excited about getting started. That's why I told him that no matter what, next week I was going to start getting stuff in the ground, because I'm ready for it. I did save, I guess, a couple of tomato plants that had came up voluntarily in the beds before we moved them. Right here, so all these little babies are from, I don't know what they are, I don't know what any of them are. These little babies are from the flower bed before we moved it, or the tomato bed, what was the tomato bed last year. And then all these little babies are tomatoes as well, and they came out of the compost pile. So I don't know what any of these are, but if they live, I guess we'll see. And then I saved these 2 sunflowers from one of the other beds. So one of these had tomatoes in it from last year, and the one I had just put a sunflower head, set it over in it, and left it, and it came, some of the sunflowers came up. I shared some that I put around the gazebo, and it was from that same batch. So I put one at the gazebo and 2 by the big rock by the gazebo. We'll see if they live. I don't know what those are, which I think it's the mammoth ones. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. It was one of the big heads, but it could have been other seeds in there. Guess we'll figure it out together. But I'm gonna get in the house and get these bagels finished up, and hopefully, my hair looks almost orange out here. I'm not loving that. Hopefully, yeah, that hair. Why does it look that color? Just because I don't like it on me. Anyway, we're gonna get in the house and get these bagels going. Here is these 2 sunflowers. They're doing really good, actually. I don't think they had any shock from getting put into the pot, from the pots into the ground. That one's getting eat up a little bit by something. But I put these here by the big rock, and then I put one here. No, he forgot. And there was some in the back of the truck, but I couldn't dig it out because it had so much junk on it. So I was gonna say we'll make him get it out today. He does need to get it out, but it's gonna be raining for days, so it's not like we need to water stuff, right?
I saw the ending before the movie was done. I got thick skin because I've been burned before. I got baggage that you don't know of,
looks like the rain is moving in faster than I thought. It looks brighter on the camera than it actually is, I think. But we're gonna take some not moldy but not good fruit out to the chickens and a cucumber. Hey girls, this ain't for you, it's for the chickies. I'll get you something, okay? I don't know if you'll eat any of this. The pickiest goats I've ever seen in my life.
You probably think I'm hurting, but darling, I'll be fine. It's just a little heartbreak, and heartbreak fades with time. You probably think I'm broken, I swear that I'm alright. It's just a little heartbreak, and heartbreak fades with time. You probably think I'm hurting.
Alright guys, and that's going to be it for this video. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. We love y'all. We appreciate you. We'll see you next time. As always, remember to show grace, be content, and live blessed. Until next time. Bye guys.